All right, so example 2, it's a little bit harder this time. What I did this time is if you look at my graph, you can see that y-intercept is kind of in between 2 and 3, so I don't know exactly what it is. So when I go to start my work here, I'm actually going to make the table first. Let's switch my tool here. So if I have my x, y, I'm looking for all these points that go directly through the corner of the grid here. Like this one right there, that looks to be the point -7, -8. I have a point here. I don't know if you guys can see that right there is -5, -5. I have another point here, it looks like. That is -3, -2. Looks like I have 1, 4. And I can keep going, but that looks like enough points to me. So when I go ahead and I can look for my slope using this table now. I don't have my y-intercept, but I have a bunch of points, so I should be able to find slope. And I can check. Oops, hold on. Change the color here. So my changes in y, that's a +3, +3. That's +6. But when I go over here, I have +2, +2, oops, and +4. So if I'm looking at my ratios, remember it goes I do change in y over change in x. So I either have 3/2 or 6/4. But luckily they're equal anyway. They're both 3/2. So that right there is my slope. Now, so I have slope. I don't have y-intercept, but I need to write something in slope-intercept form. So what we learned the other day, we do have that point slope form. So I could use, oops, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Or I can use y equals mx plus b. Now, in either case, I'm going to just need to choose a point from the table. A point from the table that my line is going to go through. So I'm going to choose this one. It seems like the easiest point to work with. And that's going to be my x and y, or in the point slope form, x1 and y1. So I could do y minus 4 equals slope, which I saw was 3/2, and x minus 1. Over here, I would plug the x and y in. I would plug 1 and 4 for x and y. And I can also plug 3 and 2, or 3/2 in for m. So I would have 4 equals 3/2 times 1 plus b. I think the slope-intercept form is actually probably a little easier. Because right here, this 3/2 times 1 is just 3/2. So I'm basically saying 3/2 plus something is going to give me 4. Well, 3/2 is 1.5 or 1.5. So 3/2 or 1.5 plus what would give me 4. If I subtract 1.5 from both sides or 3/2 from both sides, I end up getting b is 2.5. Or if you want to put it as a fraction, it would be 5/2. I don't really care whether you give me decimal or fraction. It doesn't matter to me. And then so I could, since I now know my slope and my y-intercept, I could write the equation. Y equals 3/2x plus 5/2. And that would be a good answer for